Welcome to today's news update. My name is Deborah. Our first stop today is Ethiopia, where top diplomats from the African Union and the United States returned to Ethiopia Thursday as part of a ramped-up push to broker a ceasefire in the country's north. Both men also visited the country earlier this month in a push to facilitate a deal between Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's government and the Tigray People Liberation Front's rebel group, which has been advancing south and has not ruled out a march on the capital, Addis Ababa. And moving on, in Guinea, Transitional President of Guinea, Mamadi Doumbouya, has reiterated his vision of a successful transition to his various ministers. He said this during the fourth meeting of the ministers under the CNRD, which took place on Thursday, November 18th. At the meeting, the newly appointed Transitional Prime Minister Mohamed Bouvogi said the transition will be done in a limited time, and this to prepare the foundations for a better Guinea of tomorrow. For the Prime Minister, the improvement of the functioning of the administration, the construction of an efficient judiciary, and the reform of the economy are the urgent projects that await them. In addition, he said he's aware that his government is not a government of development, but of transformation. And in Sudan, for more than 3 weeks, the repression had been escalating, and the generals had reaffirmed their authority by cutting off the Sudanese telephone on Wednesday. But after the bloody day of mobilization, during which 15 demonstrators lost their lives through gunshots by the military, General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan chose to calm the tensions. Telephone communications were restored on Wednesday night, and the internet was reconnected in the afternoon. Activists were quick to use their social networks to calm or call on Sudanese to post videos and any information that could testify to the violence of the previous day's demonstration. And now we head to Nigeria, where the pump price of premium motor spirit may rise from the current 165 naira per litre to 170 naira per litre, while its depot price is projected to increase from 159 naira per litre to 165 naira per litre, oil marketers said on Thursday. Dealers under the aegis of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria and the Petroleum Products Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria warned that the rising cost of petrol at depots would definitely warrant commensurate increase in pump price if not checked. They also complained of PMS supply problems, stressing that many tank farms or depots had no petrol, which was why the few ones that had the commodity had to increase its price from the approved 148 naira per litre price to 159 naira per litre. But the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited maintained its stance that it had enough petrol to last the country all through the festive season and beyond. And still in Nigeria, the United States Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, has urged the Nigerian government to ensure accountability and address the grievances of victims of the police brutality and their families, as well as the hashtag #EndSARS protest. He said the U.S. government was working closely with Nigeria to help the population most affected by conflicts and violence in the country, particularly in the northeast, where his country is providing vital humanitarian aid to approximately 2.2 million internally displaced Nigerians. And now we head to the foreign scene, where Australia on Friday called for governments around the world to agree on rules of the road to fight the spread of misinformation and state-backed disinformation online. Foreign Minister Marisa Payne said blocs like Quad Group, the United States, India, Japan and Australia, and globally bodies like the United Nations were already working to strike a balance between harmful content and free expression online. Misinformation and government-sponsored attempt to stoke social disharmony online have become a hot political issues, with critics accusing platforms like Facebook of failing to stop democracy being squeezed by the contents they host. And moving on, Japan plans record defense spending in an extra budget expected to be announced along with an economic stimulus package on Friday, as former Premier Shinzo Abe called for a new level of defense cooperation with ally Australia. The developments come as Japan and Western allies, including the United States, Britain and Australia, respond to increased Chinese militarization in Asia Pacific. And now on the sports scene, Dillian Whyte says Tyson Fury has got no choice but to accept a WBC mandatory title fight and has vowed to brutally finish his British rival when they finally share the ring. The WBC have already publicly ordered Fury to face Whyte, the WBC interim champion, if he could not agree an undisputed world title fight against Alexander Usyk within 30 days. And also, Jesse Lingard contract talks with Manchester United are on hold after discussion over a new deal have gone so far failed to find a resolution. The England forward's existing deal at Old Trafford is due to expire at the end of the season, and he can sign a pre-contract agreement with a prospective club in January. And finally, the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) said Gernot Rohr is still the head coach of the Super Eagles amid reports that the German gaffer was sacked on Thursday. NFF spokesman Ademola Olajure said he is not aware of Rohr's sack because there are procedures for doing things at the Federation. And that's all we can take on News Update today. Don't forget to stay updated and connected with the news and program. You can download the Join Team and Program app on your mobile devices from Google Play Store and the App Store. And also you can visit our website on www.africunia.tv to catch up with us. Once again, I'm Deborah Eze. Have a beautiful weekend.